this deck 3-2's its league, I can only conclude at that point that it is as good as Hallowed 1 because Hallowed 1 also went 3-2. Would love to play first, thank you. This hand looks great. It's got turn 1 Thraben Inspector, chat. This card, you know, this card dominated a standard format. Stream Decker, yep. I should update the stream title too. Oh geez, I should post on Twitter, chat. I'm all a mess, chat. I haven't done anything right. Nothing I've done is correct. Oh gosh, I was just so excited to dive in. So excited to dive in. Tron lands. Can this deck ever beat Tron? Can we ever beat Tron? Maybe it's bad. That's true. Well, wait. Maybe they've got what's it called in their deck? Maybe they've got Thought-Knot Seers. Maybe there are Thought-Knot Seers in their deck. We've got 7 land destroy. Wait, are there only 14 cards in? Did I just join a league with a 14 card sideboard? Dang it, Bobby. Why are there 14 cards in my sideboard? And it's too late. We're already in. All right. Well, mistakes are made. Mistakes are made. You know, sometimes you load up a 14 card sideboard. It's just, you know, how's your day going? I loaded up a 14 card sideboard. How you doing? How you doing? All right. Well, that's where we're at in life. Yay! They're bad Tron. They're bad Tron. They're bad Tron. Hooray! No, Moto imports Dust Dawn just fine. I was given a 14 card sideboard. Land would be great here. No blocks, obviously. Run me down. Don't bring me down. Ooh, don't bring me down. I mean, their hand so far is just a bunch of mediocre cards, so we got that going for us. All right, Chad, get to work. Take one more draw to land here. I think I'm going to jump block with this Thraben Inspector this turn too. I'm probably going to Day of Judgment next turn. I have ways to take Chalice off the table, right? Yeah, I have Oblivion Ring and Banishing Light, so I'm not just going to needlessly gem my ones here, I don't think. That was like the one non-land card that could keep us in this game. They pump up the jam here. We take 8 down to 9. Very dead. Magic Online is very similar to playing Magic, just not the social aspects. In fact, it's identical to playing Magic. Is this a Stony Silence matchup? I feel like I want a lot of these cards here, huh? What am I trimming? Gideon seems kind of bad. Ally of Zendikar seems kind of bad. I miss the smell of BO and the enemy slaves so much while playing MTGO. Sure, but that's like saying paper magic is different because you can scum people on their triggers. You can like get them to miss their triggers, right? Like, it's like they're functionally different games in some aspects, yeah. Yeah, I like that. Trim the Inspectors, just low impact. We have 25 lands in this deck and we bricked off and died. That's brutal. Hand just doesn't really do anything. It's pretty good. Martyr into Squawk here, probably. Gain a bunch of health, play a Serra Ascendant. I would be very, very surprised if Modern was ever playable on Arena. Can I have a land, please? Let's keep them off Tron here. I think doing that's better than playing the Gideon here. Yeah, I think whatever they're... In fact, I think Arena will be the antithesis of that final push to get them to make that new non-rotating format. They need to have a way for people to play their cards. Did they validate that it would be starting with Kaladesh? Been lurking for a long time, sub for 4 months, kind of surprised and sad Dice Factory list didn't make use of the new match. The Dice Factory list we had seemed really medium. I definitely liked it a lot less than the list we played with Wildfire previously. Thanks for the 4-month free subscription, Dakio. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. All His Dust is really good against decks that play to the board. News at 11. We basically just don't play like they could have All His Dust because we're not beating it ever. Wonder if I was supposed to path that and smash them with Chad here, maybe? I guess that would have been a 2-turn clock. I think there's a real possibility I should, especially since I drew this other... I just clicked through that. Oop. All right, well, I guess we're pathing anyways. What? Sure. Well, now I'm really glad I didn't attack with Gideon last turn. Oh, you know what? This was wrong. I should have let them Thought Not Seer me since I had 2 paths. Now I'm giving them more information. Can you teach me how the Tron v Storm matchup is supposed to go? Tron is supposed to get dumpstered and Storm is supposed to win very handily. Alright, well, we gave him the Lingering Souls beatdown a la Squadron Hawk, so seemed okay for us. Ooh. It's been a long day, chat. Almost 8 hours already. I started early. How's everyone out there doing? Happy Thursday, almost the weekend. I gotta figure out the 75 cards I need my buddy to sleeve up for me for Indie. What are the 75 cards I'm supposed to play in Indie, chat? Well, I guess Alliance is probably pretty good here. $75 Relentless Rats. Y'all are monsters. I just want you to know. Terrible, terrible monsters. Yeah, Indies this weekend. I actually don't think Humans is that good. I think if I was gonna play a stock tier 1 deck, it would definitely be Black Red Hallowed one. I feel like Humans Nut Draw just isn't good enough. Are we dead or are we super dead? I guess I get to chump block and then draw a sweeper. So we'll take one more draw step here. I'm not gonna attack. So I don't want them to go spot removal plus a smasher to kill us. Suppose we could also hit path to exile, exile this, draw another path for this. Do 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 boop doop 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 do. While we're waiting for more magic, thanks for hanging out, folks. I do appreciate it. This is our last league of the day. We've got 2 to 4 more matches with this Martyr Proc deck. If you are enjoying this stream, please consider subscribing to the channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full time. I stream Magic because I love it, but the reason that I'm able to be here as often as I am is because of all of the support of my subs. Past that, you can support my stuff by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. MTGOtraders.com. I love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. Honey would love to save you some money. Honey is a free browser add-on that when you install it using link bit.ly/HoogleHoney, you'll be supporting my content at absolutely no cost to yourself. What Honey does is when you're shopping online, it searches automatically for coupon codes for the things that you're going to be buying anyways and offers to save you some money if it can. And if it can't, it leaves you completely alone. Lisa would like to get you on your way to a better night's sleep. Christy and I have been sleeping with Lisa for the last 7 weeks now, and we truly Enjoy it. Lisa provides foam mattresses, and I don't think we'd ever go back to your traditional pillow top. You can save $160 or more on your new mattress by checking out links bit.ly/HugelBedUS and bit.ly/HugelBedCA. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hooglandia. Please talk to your friendly neighborhood moderator about receiving your complimentary timeout. Also, if you haven't done so yet, we've got that plug at the top for a new part of my website that I'm working on, since we're still waiting to queue. I got this deck list page here where I am kind of sorting through and putting together lots of decks that we've played in the past, and you can click into these pages to see a YouTube playlist here of all the times I've played these decks in the past, as well as my latest iteration of that deck list if I were to play that archetype moving forward in the future. So if you're ever looking for my latest iteration of a deck you know I've played a bunch, you'll be able to find it on my website moving forward. I've got 16 decks up there now, and I plan to continue adding more as time permits. I think I have another 6 to 10 at least that I want to put up there. Peace, Equin. Have a good one. Fortified Village. Could you imagine having such a terrible life that you have nothing better to do with your time than wait a half hour to come into someone's Twitch chat and post something obnoxious? People's lives like that must be truly depressing. I hope their lives get better. If you have a sword, I am the only one that can sword you. Yeah, in other news, thanks for the follow, idiot. Yeah, playing a children's hobby is a constructive hobby that isn't aggressive or offensive towards anyone else. Nabob with the 11-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. I do appreciate it. That's an adaptive automaton naming cat. That is an adaptive automaton naming cat. Alright, so I think we just get double Martyr here, right? Since I've already got infinite Ascendance. That's Regal Caracal. That is Regal Caracal. Yep. Alright, let's trade here. White card, white card, white card. Ding. Alright, Martyr of Sands. Pop this, gain 12. And then we Martyr of Sands, pop her, gain 9. And then we attack. Do I attack him for 18 here? If I attack for 18, they have how much on the back? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I just smacked them for 18 here. I could maybe leave one back, but that's pretty bad against a piece of spot removal. Yeah, I know I have lifelink, but like, I potentially stand to gain more by blocking, right? Because like here, I would have blocked 4. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Am I supposed to Wrath of Day of Judgment here? Am I supposed to Day of Judgment? I think I'm supposed to Day of Judgment, right? Just clean all this nonsense up. Is Resplendent Angel too slow for this deck? No idea. This deck, like many of the decks we play on stream, is a viewer-submitted deck list, not one that I've worked on myself. Alright, well that was a good draw. We'll grab our last Serra Ascendant and a Thraben Inspector here. No, they've got Path to Exile in their deck. I think they're just playing cats. I think they're just playing cats, chat. There's got to be Fleecebane Lions in there, right? Like that's like the only cat that's like close to actually playable in Modern. Want to see Jeff get Quasley Ambusher? That's there too. Quasley Ambusher has reach too, right? I feel like it has reach. There is a cat on the Path to Exile artwork. You are not wrong. Oh, Pride Mage is a kitty cat. That's fair. I'm probably supposed to attack with my 3-2, right? Because I have my big bad 1-2 to hold the board down. Got my big scurry 1-2 holding down the board. Ooh, candy. This is like the worst, the slowest Elvish Visionary ever, right? It's just like, get my thing that draws 2 cards, that eventually draws 2 cards. Alright, well, Pathinus is working us up to our Emeria here. We're up to 5 planes, so that means this Field of Ruin is a 6, so if we draw 1 more planes, we get that off the ground. Alright, smush. We're here to let you know who the better life gain deck in Modern is, opponent. I feel like their deck has a lot of flavor in it. You savor the flavor, chat? Oh, they're just dead, right? I have this. Do this, get them for 5. Yaku, I'm off of Legacy for the time being. I just haven't been enjoying the format. Just focusing on Modern for now. Modern is as wonderful and as popular as ever. So I think that's where I want to focus on my time at the moment. We bring in this Day of Judgment. I think that's about all I got is this Day of Judgment. For Inspector Gadget. What do I want to trim? Disenchant for their Sphere? I think I have Banishing Light and Oblivion Ring. Rough estimate for you to play modern mono blue painter. It doesn't combo with tutelage. Tutelage explicitly says non-land, Nathan. Otherwise, that would be a thing. No, I don't enjoy the blue-centric gameplay that Legacy has. The decks with all the cantrips are much better than the decks without them. And it just makes the gameplay kind of dry and redundant to me. As someone who plays a lot of Magic, those play patterns get boring very quickly to me. Just not my thing. Don't enjoy it. I was getting kind of bored with it even when Deathrite was legal, and then Deathrite getting banned didn't really change anything. Scene seems fine. The classic Cavern of Souls Emeria Skyrune opener. Yeah, this is the last league of the day, Bardic. This is our 6th league. I've been going for a little over 8 hours already. I don't know what Desecrated Tomb does offhand, so no. I think I want to just sit tight on the Serra Ascendant for now. I don't really want to play it out if I'm going to end up sweeping the board. The easiest way to figure out if your Legacy deck is reasonable and decent is there's a really simple flowchart. Does it have Brainstorm, Ponder, and Force of Will? And there's yes and no paths. The Fairy Leagues were okay. They were like fine games of Magic. I think we went 5 and 5. 5 and 5 sounds right. Made some mistakes, went 5 and 5. Yeah, -3 card. I usually look for people with smaller numbers that are playing Modern after I'm done. It doesn't surprise me that when people ask about a card I've never heard of, it's because of a Saffron Olive deck. It's like always the case. It's like, it's something I've never heard of before. It's definitely Saffron Olive. I think I just get double, what's it called here, right? Just double Martyr. Oh, this was bad. Now I have to discard. My sequencing was kind of medium here. I guess I don't really need this Cavern. Sure, Karn. I'll throw them up after I'm done. Squishy, 2 years. Thank you for the absurd length of support. Welcome back. I think we're dying, chat. I gave it back to you, Nivek. I'm very quick at what I do. So this is 15 up to 23. And then I can play Martyr, and I can play this, and then I can gain 9 and make this huge next turn. So we'll see what they want to smash with here. No, if I blocked and stacked with the other Martyr, I gained less health. So if I go like this, I go to 32, and then I go to 38, and then I end up at 29, so my Serra Ascendant's going to die. I think that's probably still worth it. No, I have to pay a mana to make the Martyr of Sands, or to use the Martyr of Sands, so I can't path. They had a path as well. All right, well, got a bunch of sweepers in our deck, so let's draw one of them. Got 4 sweepers, I believe. Dead. I guess I'm technically not dead. Path this, play Gideon plus on this. These Ghost Quarters seem so absurdly greedy. These Ghost Quarters for planes, we'd be close to triggering the Emeria. That being said, their whole board's pretty low now, right? I guess we're at 23. I guess they can kill Gideon this turn because the Vanguard gets bigger. That gives me a turn or two to rip a sweeper, though. What do we got? Where are we going? I assume Lad Chad is dead here. Yeah, this style of deck is just basically unwinnable against Tron. You just don't have enough pressure. Alright, I mean, if these Ghost Quarters had been planes, we'd be getting back a Ranger of Eos next turn, but they're not, so we're not. Alright, so they get their... This is why I Oblivion Ring the Adaptive Automaton as opposed to the thing that made tokens. So they're going to get 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think they're attacking for 20 next turn. Yeah, I can ghost my Ghost Quarter, but Emeria needs 7 lands, chat. It's not 6, it's 7. So that's not helpful, and they have that. All right, so now, hey, Thorn, thanks for checking out Honey. I appreciate the support. So now, in order to beat this, I need exactly Hallowed Burial, of which we have 1 copy. Assuming I counted right and we're not dead. Look at that. Counted right. We went to 20. Ranger of Eos. Modern staple Fleece Mainline is going to be too much. No sweeper in 19 cards. Feels bad, man. Run it back here. Come back now, y'all. Y'all ready for this? We are down. We are going to game 3 against green, white cats. Oh, Modern. Oh, Modern. You are a truly strange and terrible format. Unmulligan me, Squadron Hawk. Squawk me, baby. Okay. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance to go wide with Red Shed here. Man, this is a deck that would really love Stoneforge Mystic, huh? Batterskull and some equipment. Some swords would be absurd with your birds. To be like, yes, buddies. Send this guy on a path. This might be a little bit loose because they get to play the Cat Lord next turn now, potentially. Although Wrath of God makes that really, really good for us. Gonna leave Squadron Hawks back here as jump blockers. We do not run Soul Sisters. There's a deck on your screen. There's also a deck even if you're on mobile. The Stream Decker extension works on mobile now. No, I'm not planning on streaming Legacy again anytime soon. I might clear... There's like 5 decks in the queue that people haven't opted to replace yet. I might clear those out next week. So maybe we'll do a Legacy Day next week. But I'm not planning to add it back into the regular rotation again. What's the Chad hierarchy? Lad Chad is Gideon of the Trials, Rad Chad is Gideon Ally of Zendikar, and Dad Chad is 5 mana Chad. Real question here is, if they embalm the Sacred Cat, do I want to Wrath this board or not? Feel like I probably do. We just got Dramokas commanded. Okay. I'm gonna play this Squadron Hawk out to kind of imply that we don't have a lot else going on instead of just passing without using any of our mana. For CMC Elspeth is Stacy. You kids. Jump with my bird here. If they don't play anything else here, I'm going to sweep the board next turn. Yeah, especially with the Ranger draw. Sweep, sweep, sweep. It's weird. I think we're going to beat the green-white creature deck in the games that we drew our sweeper. A strange correlation. Gibicus with the 2-month free subscription. Thanks for re-upping and welcome back. I appreciate it. Thanks for keeping me employed here. All right, I'm going to grab 1 Martyr and 1 Serra Ascendant here so we can go Martyr, pop Martyr, play double Ascendant, I think. I don't think I want to make Gideon a creature. I think I want to just keep pumping out Knight so he doesn't die to path. What you got, opponent? Do we name Rad Chad's minions? I don't think so. I don't think that's necessary. You know what? I'm going to plus him now and attack because if they have a path, I'd rather they path Gideon than my Serra Ascendants, right? I think that's the case. So we gain 15 here. And we play out some Ascendants. All right, your move. Wonder if they have a sweeper of their own. Wow, they do. Okay. It's a little brutal. Into Bramaz, King of the Kitties. King of the Kitties, King of the Kitties. Blast that, Dorko. Play Inspector, make a clue. At least we're no longer clueless, chat. We are many things, but we are no longer clueless. Flashback Dawn, sure. Get your toys back. You're still dead on board. Mr. Tasty, apparently I've been here for a bit. Thanks for the 8-month resubscription at that tier 2 level. I really appreciate that. Be sure to drop me a message in private and let me know which deck you'd like to bump this month with your tier 2 sub. Kiki, 26, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Rolling right on through here. This is our 6th league of the day. It's going to be our last one. Remember, if you missed any of it, you can always catch it up later on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. All my stuff gets archived there. What did we play today? We played some Blue-Red Delver. We played some Black-Red Hallowed one. We played some Teamer Kiki Evolution. A lot of good ones today. We are the superior basic planes deck. Confirmed greatest life gain deck. No, weaponized variants 3-2'd like every other modern deck. Only the 3-2s here, Chip. Only the 3-2s here. So, I'm actually going to wait a turn to play this Martyr. While this potentially exposes it to a discard spell, I think the upside of it not dying to Fatal Push or Lightning Bolt or Path to Exile is reasonable here. I'm sure they're going to play a discard spell and punish us for my decision, but I think it's right to wait. I think there's far more 1-mana removal. Sweet, not 1-mana removal. Yeah, this deck's actually kind of clunky. And while it has 4 Martyr of Sands, that's really the only life gain it really has, right? So, I'd have to imagine your burn matchup's actually not that amazing. All right, so do I gain 12 here? And do I hope to draw a land and play the Hawk? I think I hope to draw the land and play a Hawk. Yeah, like you get a handful of like Day of Judgments and stuff. Oh, that feels bad. There's so many 4-mana spells in this archetype that the brick and die factor is real. Even with 25 lands, you're gonna have plenty of games like we've had today where you just like missed your 3rd and your 4th and just feel pretty bad about it. Yeah, but that 2/3 probability fight of whales doesn't account for hands that you can't keep because they don't have lands in it, hands you can't keep because they don't have other playable spells, hands you can't keep because they have all colorless lands in it. There's a lot of factors that rough 2/3 chance you're giving doesn't take into account. I think I'm gonna block Hallowed one here. Crack for 15. And then what am I pathing here? Am I just pathing the bird since it comes back? I think I want to just path the bird because it comes back. That's close. I can see that going either way. I can see there being arguments for just pathing the Flame Blade up to keep my health total as high as possible. We get to play Squadron Hawk next turn, which picks up 3 more white cards, and it gets to chump block the Hallowed one. So we've got a little bit of treading water here. I wouldn't be surprised this matchup's not strictly terrible for us. Yeah, you just usually can't use your own playmats in the feature match area though, because whatever event they're at has their event branded playmat on the cameras. But yeah, just like at regular tables and normal matches and whatever, you can totally use your own playmats. Not a big deal at all. Yeah, playmats are generally great. They make it easier to pick your cards up off the table when you're done, and they also, sometimes tables in convention centers leave a little bit to be desired. They can be real scummy sometimes. Alright, can I draw a white source, please? Please? Please, can I draw a white source? Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. So all I need is a chance, chat. This card's gonna gain us 20. It's gonna block for 5, and then it's gonna gain us 15 out of the cards in our hand, which is pretty reasonable. Thoughtseize game 1 is pretty unlikely. They could have Collective Brutality, though. Brutality is a card like the Black-Red Hallowed one that we just played, had 2 copies of it. This could be a Collective Brutality. It looks like they're casting a card with alternate costs or modes, which could be like Brutality, like... Yeah, all right. Oh, also they know about the Day of Judgment, right? So we're going to 37 here, and then we take 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 at least, going back down to 24. I hate everything, everything. You know I hate everything about Burning Inquiry. It is such a crappy card. Crappy card. It is such a crappy card. Why you have to be so miserable? Why you have to be so miserable? Alright, so this is just double Martyr of Sands. I'm very unlucky when playing against him to Torok, chat. Just the most unlucky. So we're taking 6, 10, 12 here currently. Down to 9. More than that if they could take our Ranger of Eos out of the way, obviously. And then if we draw a white card next turn, Martyr gains us 18, gains us 15, plays a Serra Ascendant. So that would put us to 42. Easy pump a chump here. Looking for a sweeper ideally, but would settle for any white card for sure. It's not a bad one. So I get to go Martyr. And this Martyr I want to crack now because it gains me 6 more if I do this before I play anything else. So this puts me to 27. And now this one I should wait to crack because this one can block and then block for 5 and then gain some life. No, it doesn't save more life. So chumping only saves 4 or 5, whereas cracking that one immediately gains me 6 extra because it shows them 2 more white cards. So it's more efficient to play and crack the first one right away, but it's less efficient to crack the second one right away. So they smash with everything. I need to figure out if my Ascendant lives through this combat step or not. So I block here, block here. This gains me 12. This gains me 6, so that gains me 18 all together, which puts me to 45. And then I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which puts me to 33, which means my Serra Ascendant should get to live here. I believe at the end of this combat I'll be at 33. I've counted correctly. I did do that quickly, so there's a chance I miscounted, but I believe we're going to 33. Oh, and I should have done this backwards, right? Like, I definitely should have put this in front of the 5-5. It's going to be a 6-6. I guess if they have a bolt here, they could bolt my Serra Ascendant in response, which feels bad. Okay, yep. Good news, I had counted that right. Yeah, if you double block the dog and sacrifice, you still deal damage. I guess I'm just trying to draw a sweeper, huh? Whole game just decided by what I discarded to Burning Inquiry. That was their third Lightning Bolt in 33 cards as well. So we're taking 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 here down to 15. So we get one more shot at sweeper. If they're bad, they might chip into Radchad here. They should just be sending everything at us though. I just think the correct play is to full smash us. Are they splitting it up? I guess they could send Flameblade, Phoenix Flameblade at Chad because it's guaranteed to kill him. Alright, I kind of like that split. Thanks for the stream, always interesting. Thanks for the resubs, Escuts. I appreciate it. So if I do this, and I play the Squadron Hawk, I'm taking 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and going to 7. We're dead to Faithless looting, we're dead to a discard, whatever. We're dead to them spinning a wheel. And I haven't been standing for that long, but it's been a long day. I'm kind of tired, chat. I'm kind of tired. Ugh. So many memes. Yeah, they know about two birds in the path. Eight, 16, 18. Really? Is that how that works? This is 8, 16, 18. We survive at 1. Pretty sure we survive at 1. Right? Yeah, 4, 4, 4, 4, and 2 is 18. They binned Faithless Looting and a Phoenix. Maybe I want this. I think we want the Rest in Peace and the Relics, obviously. Gideon's just too clunky. Elspeth's probably too slow. Their deck's an aggro deck. Gideon Jura is very good. Why is he good? 5 mana fog. He's good because we think 5 mana fog is good. To keep ourselves warm when you sign off, right? This one definitely feels a little awkward. Need one more cut here. Spectre's kind of slow and mopey. No, I don't think I want Surgical here. Like, there's a lot of chances Graveyard Hate just doesn't do anything in a matchup like this, so I think 4 relics and, or 2 relics and 2 rips is enough. I mean, I didn't have 6 mana for most of last game either. Like, Elspeth -3 is fine, but like, I want better than fine for 6 mana, right? Is basically what it comes down to. We're 1-1. The deck we beat was weird, though. It was like this green-white cat deck. Wasn't really terribly competitive. Yeah, I don't know. The problem with that Nivik is the same reason why Elspeth is kind of medium. Like, while their deck does have a lot of... it's not the one I wanted to click, but here we are. While their deck does have a lot of big things in it, they also have a ton of really little things that Dust Dawn misses, and those little things are going to kill you. I think splitting up your sweepers is fine. The can't be regenerated clause is kind of whatever. Hey, they clicked through their combat. Yay! We did it, we did it, we did it. Hooray! My merfolk opponent has main deck surgical. Gosh, what were we playing against? We were playing against like a blue-white control deck last week, and we got game 1 surgical playing some graveyard deck, and I just lost it. Who's ready to double block this adept? It's relevant against Azuri too, out of elves. Elves can occasionally regenerate. They got 2 blood gas, or do they have another delve thread here or not? Five cards in the bench. They probably don't have another delve threat. I'm gonna double block and then just wrath this board, I think. I guess maybe that was bad. Yeah, that was super bad. I should have waited till next turn when I could. I should have probably played 2 blockers and then swept next turn when I could use the relic to clean out their discard pile. Because they like have a land or get to get the Flame Wake back, I feel kind of stupid. Maybe we'll be first yet. They won't do those things. So they banned another Bloodghast and another Flame Wake, so I assume that means all these things are coming back now. Wow, really? Okay. Alright, so the Bloodghasts are coming back. Alright, I'm gonna be done for the day. This archetype is a hot, clunky mess. I should just, like, start rejecting things based on how many 4-drops they have. It's just... These decks with this many 4s and no smoothing, and, like, your only cheap interaction is Path, they're just so clunky. Mike the Knight, close to start defending the land. Keep up the great content. Thanks for the 10 months and welcome back. I do appreciate it. Yeah, like this curve or lack thereof it's a little brutal. Yeah, well, we kind of just got bodied in two of the sets, to be fair. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for the reminder card. That'll be it for me for today, folks. I'll be back at 9 a.m. again tomorrow morning. We'll be running through decks in the queue, and if anybody's going to be at SCG Indy this weekend, feel free to come say hello. And if you want to see me on Twitch this weekend, be sure to annoy SCG on Twitter, because they're the people that have the power to do that. Add that. I'll be alive tomorrow and Monday again here on my channel. Everybody, have a good evening and catch y'all later.